was in the marketplace the other day and I was just browsing and I came across something that I'd never seen before. I found this, and it's like, it just stood out to me. I'm thinking, yeah, that's a Blade Runner gun right there. I mean, it's not an exact copy of a Blade Runner gun. It's it's like a cheap knockoff from China. There's a logo on there. Yi2 Toys, made in China. The packaging is, as you can see, totally see-through, so you know what you're getting. I can even, if I put my hand underneath that packaging, you can see my hand all the way through it because it's totally transparent packaging, so you know what you're getting. The packaging is like really cheap and nasty. It just says toys, made in China, and that's all it says, and then the safety stuff on the other side, that's all it says. But it cost me £5. It was literally a fiver. It's just a cheap knockoff. And it says Captain America, don't know why. So someone out there has blended two different genres. They've crossed over Captain America with Blade Runner for some unknown reason. I don't know why. But it works. Let's see what happens when you open the packaging. It's just stuck down. It comes out the packaging, no hassles there. I was actually able to remove it from its packaging without too much hassle, so that works out okay. It's got quite a small grip. It doesn't have the double trigger of a Blade Runner PKD, so you could say this isn't a PKD, it's like a different version. It's like maybe a PKG or a PKK or something, I don't know. You could say it's some other kind of model. There's Captain America on it, it's got stars, it's got the Captain America shield printed on the grip, but it's pretty obvious that it's a Blade Runner blaster. What happens when I fire it? Ooh, yeah, the whole thing lights up. It's got LED inside the barrel and inside the breech. And the bullets in the ammo, well, it's not even an ammo drum, it's just like they're bullets. Let's see what happens when you fire it full auto. Yes, this gun is literally a machine pistol now. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. It's a fully auto machine pistol, so it's got more in common with the Robocop gun now. What happens if I turn out all the lights? Oh, it's purple as well. It's got a recoil. I mean, that's just fun. So it's got a light up ammo, light up barrel, light up breech. So you can, if you control the trigger, you can fire off one shot at a time, like that, or go full auto. And it actually recoils and loads of sound effects too. Loads of sound effects. So obviously whoever made it doesn't know how the Blade Runner gun works in the first place. They made it fully automatic with some really cool laser gun sound effects in there too. You could actually say it's a laser gun. What if I was to get some plastic pipe and cover this piece up here with plastic pipe glued in place or something, so it covers up the fact that they're bullets, and add some kind of detailing over it, modding it, changing it to something else. Let's compare it to the other Blade Runner gun I have. Here's my rubber version, my rubber stunt prop, made by Scoot and Shoots. It was an exact copy. Obviously I had to change this one, taking away the forward trigger, because that was formed wrongly. That was just formed badly. I had to redo that. Let's compare them. It's actually pretty much the same size. That is almost the same size. The top section from the stir rifle is pretty much the same size. The breech is in a different place and the bolt action is a different design. This is quite accurate to the real thing. This one is moulded in a different design and it doesn't go all the way up to the top, it just starts here instead of going all the way up. That's because of this recoil, the slide recoils. It has to move backwards and forwards, so they obviously stopped this from going all the way up to the top. It's got the screw and it's got the dial there, the dial there, that's got that. The actual magazine well is a different size, it's in a different position. It's not as big. It's obviously shrunk down in size a little bit and repositioned. Barrel's a bit more chunky, obviously there's electronics in there, so it has to accommodate the electronics. That's almost the same, except obviously the pipe, the vertical pipe piece is moulded in. This actually has a hammer on it and this one doesn't have a hammer on it. And the detailing on the side is shrunk down in size as well. The handles are shrunk down. The handles aren't exactly the same. That's actually they're shrunk down in size for smaller hands. Yeah, it's shrunk down in size quite considerably. It's quite considerably smaller that way and that way. Let's look at the other side. This gun's pretty much symmetrical on both sides. Well, the front half of it is symmetrical on both sides, pretty much identical, this side and the other side. It has part of the cover up, this thing that covers up the ammo drum on the revolver. It's obviously been shrunk down in size to accommodate these fake bullets that spin. I don't know why they put those fake bullets in there that spin. I don't know why they're even there. I suppose it's just for the fun of it. You'd run out of ammo pretty quick as well when it's only a revolver based gun, so it has that. That detailing there is obviously the laser rangefinder here. So it has it, it's moulded in place. It has the safety caps there and there. It doesn't have any of the markings on it like this one does. That's actually copied from the actual original. The actual rifle it came from. It doesn't have that on this. But it has all these other gubbins and greeblies on it. There's the dial there, the safety caps there, that's there. And the angle of the handle, almost the same. Almost identical. Except this one actually has a hammer on it, and that one doesn't. That detailing is pretty interesting because they've actually kind of copied the magazine well with the two dots on represent the little LEDs. On the real prop they would light up. They actually have light up LEDs on there. It doesn't have the double trigger, but it doesn't need to be. When this is painted up, this is going to look pretty damn nice. Once it's been scrubbed with sandpaper and spray painted, it's going to look pretty good. I might cover that up if I get a piece of plastic pipe and just cover up the fake bullets, gluing something over at top of it and then painting it a different colour, maybe black and silver or something, so it covers up those details. I'll work on something. Doesn't have any other moving parts, but you can pretend that's a safety catch. It's going to look pretty good on camera. From a distance it'll be pretty obvious that it's a Blade Runner blaster, even though it's not a PKD. You could simply say, oh, this is a PKY or a PKX or something like that. I might drill out an actual barrel hole in the end of that. I might actually take a drill and drill out an actual barrel. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good for getting rid of replicants. It's going to do the job. Because it's fully automatic as well, it's probably an upgrade from the PKD. So it's probably, this is the upgraded version. So this might be better for getting rid of replicants and cyborgs. I might be able to deal with Skynet cyborgs with this. If I was to encounter a T-800 and I've got armed with this, at convention I encounter a T-800, I wonder if it can take it down. I'll have to experiment with the technology, as if I can destroy a T-800 Terminator with it. And for a £5, that's pretty interesting. I mean, any Blade Runner gun on eBay, they're selling for hundreds of pounds. I've seen that water pistol that came out a few years ago, and it was about £85 at Collectomania a few years ago. That's expensive. For a squirt gun, yeah, really, really expensive. And this is like a fraction of the cost, and yet it's still, you can still pass it off as a Blade Runner blaster. It's, you know, can still get away with it at a convention, in a photo shoot or filmmaking. And when it's spray painted up, that's going to look pretty damn nice. That's going to look really, really good. So that's an absolute bargain. It's a fraction of the cost of anything else found on eBay in recent years. So that's going to look pretty good. Wonder if anyone else has found this out there, because I found it purely by chance, just by browsing through an indoor marketplace. And I got lucky. I saw it from a distance. I thought, oh, yeah, Blade Runner gun, right there, and it's for £5. So it's like, yeah, Christmas present to myself, that is. I'll have fun working on this. I'll work on that after Christmas, and then I'll spray paint it next year. Yeah.